Star Wars Skeleton Crew had the potential to be a great show, but unfortunately, it suffered from bad timing. The show was released after Star Wars Acolyte, which for many people was a major disappointment. Acolyte was poorly received due to its writing and acting, leaving a bad taste in the mouths of many Star Wars fans and casual fans. As a result, when Skeleton Crew came out, it didn't get the attention and praise it deserved. One of the main issues that Skeleton Crew faced was the negative impact of Acolyte's reception. Acolyte, despite its high expectations, didn't live up to what fans were hoping for. The show had problems with both its story and its performances, which made many people turn away from it. When something disappointing like Acolyte comes out, people become cautious and less likely to trust new shows that come after. Even though Skeleton Crew was a much better series, it was overshadowed by the bad reputation Acolyte created. Because of Acolyte's failure, many people were tired of the Star Wars series, which included this show. Instead of looking forward to new content and judging it for itself, people became skeptical and less enthusiastic. I don't blame them, but this made it harder for Skeleton Crew to stand out, even though it was a good show. People weren't excited to dive into another Star Wars show, and as a result, Skeleton Crew's potential audience became smaller. Another factor that hurt Skeleton Crew was the overall disappointment fans felt from Acolyte. Many Star Wars fans had high hopes for Acolyte, expecting it to be a breakthrough in the series. When it didn't deliver on those expectations, people felt let down, and their excitement for anything Star Wars related faded. They didn't approach Skeleton Crew with the same anticipation or interest they might have if Acolyte had been successful. This sense of disappointment made it difficult for Skeleton Crew to gather the attention it deserved. Despite these challenges, it's clear that Skeleton Crew had a lot going for it. The show offered a refreshing story that captured the spirit of the Star Wars universe in a way that felt engaging and unique. The performances were solid, and the direction of the show was enjoyable. The story had depth, with characters that felt real, and situations that kept me interested. All these elements made Skeleton Crew a strong adaptation, but it was hard for other people to see that because they were still not over Acolyte's failure. I think that this show is one of the better Star Wars shows. They picked great actors for this show, and the story itself isn't that bad. Obviously, there are a couple of problems with this show, but nothing so damaging as to justify people's concerns that this show is going to be just like Acolyte. Star Wars Skeleton Crew just had the bad fortune of being released after Star Wars Acolyte, a show that failed to meet expectations. Despite being a good show with a compelling story and strong performances, it didn't find the audience it deserved. This timing, more than anything, contributed to the misfortune of Skeleton Crew. It is a prime example of how timing can affect the success of a show, no matter how good it is.